Ah. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Just doing a little live talk and chat with you guys. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're having a good night, man. Feel free to put down in the chat. Just hanging out and chilling, man. Just chilling out with you guys, man. Let me know if you like these sounds. If it's too loud in the chat, put me down below. Let me ask a little poll in here. Simply put, start a poll. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the sounds. And there we go. Genuinely happy to have people come in. Guys, if you're curious about any of my communities or anything, links at the top of the pages and blah, 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 blah. So I'm playing with this, man. Let me know if you like this sound. It's an F sharp. D. And the scale is, I guess we're kind of in F sharp, so we're here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys like this, but now we'll go back down to the piano. I also like to play the piano and the guitar, so the breath. Oh, no, these are cool, the voices. Matt Jackson! What's up, baby? How was your day, Matt? I remember you. I remember everybody in my chat, damn it. Matt Jackson, you feel like being nice today? You gonna ask me some memes? What the hell are you doing in my chat, Mr. Jackson? I remember you. Hope you're having a good day, brother. I'm playing with sounds for fun. If you like it, let me know. And praise Dale. I'm here to raise hell. Raise hell? What does this mean? Dale? Are you Dale, the Dale I used to know in California? If you're Dale from California, you still have to suffer. Oh, Dale Earnhardt. There you go. That's my, I think that's my dad's favorite, NASCAR driver. Oh, there's a cool sound. I found something. I'm looking for sounds. This is how I look for sounds. I use my brain. I don't like the synthesizers because I'm too dumb to use them. See, F sharp with the drop D. Like these sounds, let me know. Be careful who you trust. Let me tell you one thing about life. You enter this life with nothing and you will leave this life with nothing. You can be careful what you trust, but this life is the beginning of this journey, my friend. If you have not hopped on top of music and seen how life truly is, you will be born into this world with nothing and you will leave with nothing. Yes, be careful who you trust, but at the end of the day, this is all a game. Life is just a test of a collective cybernetic system collecting data in for one base booter. That's all that I know. Anyways. We are here. Why are we here? We are here in this life to remember why. We're supposed to remember why. You're here to remember why you made the choices you did from prior experience. You are reliving the essential Groundhog Day scenario. You are here to re-understand your own human condition. Thus, once you have passed the test, you will transcend into the next realm. That is all I have figured out amongst my time and space in the musical realm of college. That's kind of what I do it. Existential crisis? Absolutely not. This isn't an that's literally how I see it, man. I had my first existential crisis in elementary school. What I'm telling you is you have to embrace something very uncomfortable in your mind. And when you talk with me, I'm going to show you tips to do that. The first thing is to play musical scales. You need to understand music in different modes. You need to understand frequencies. Frequencies and patterns allow your brain to see things. So the key to me, the older I get, I have learned that sound is very interesting and resonated with us. If you ever have you have to have an existential crisis at least like once every couple years or sooner. Give a thumbs up if you're enjoying this chat. You want to have an existential, it's not a crisis, man. It's understanding really more about you're going to enter this world with nothing. You're going to leave with nothing. You enjoy the experiences, but really resonating with what is it you're really trying to do here? And I think serving others, man. Music. You know, I'm just writing this off the top of my head, man. What is the best way to serve others? Give something of value, expecting nothing in return. Give something of value, expecting nothing in return. Collect information to be useful. You got to be useful to people. Life is about give and take of energy. If you don't have something to provide for someone, they're probably using you. Yeah, you got to serve others, brother. That's what I think. You got to do something. Cool. See, we're on the same page. Guys, if you're into... So give me a thumbs up, Matt. That helps the algorithm, makes more people come in. I do engage with you if you're enjoying the time I'm giving you. After my divorce, I decided to dedicate myself to public service to help talk to people about my experience. Oh, man, shout out to Matt. He gave me a double thumbs up. Hey, Matt, if I was a monkey... I'd give you 4 thumbs ups, baby. You see my dirty ass feet? You see all them calluses? That's miles and thousands of miles ran. I run barefooted. When I run. I can run a mile barefooted. I do that to keep my body strong so I can attempt to play piano for many years to come. I like to train my brain. I like to train my muscles, and I like to train my music. So how you guys doing now? Let me know if you enjoy the sounds. I can change some of them. Whoa! This just in. Matt Jackson, be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Let me go to my soundboard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Easy, easy. Oh. Ah! Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thumbs up for the applause, please. Thumbs up for the applause. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, here comes the helicopter. Oh, hey guys. Hey. See you next time. You gotta have fun, dude. Hello? 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 I can layer phones on top of phones. like a call center's nightmare. Oh, that's cool. Do y'all like that? Do y'all like the bird sounds? I can layer sound, so I can layer the birds. Oh, interesting. Anyways, now let's go to Pachelbel and Canon D. Truth! Hey, what's up, Truth? Hiya! Hey, what's up, Truth? Welcome back. What am I doing? I was in the middle of a gunfight. I got shot. I got shot like 6 times, right? Got shot, and then everybody thought it was funny, so then they like started applauding. They were like, oh, it's funny when you get shot. What's up, noob? What's up, noob? How are you? Playing some music, having some mentorship and talk with you guys, man. I love talking to the guys, man. By the way, you're looking for a good community of mentorship, look at the top of my profile. There's a school platform in there. I'm got 19 members in there from 4 different countries. You like my videos? Thanks, noob. What you like about my videos, dude? All I ask, Matt Jackson's, please stay polite and be polite to everybody. That's all I ask. If you're nice and polite, stay in the chat. Yup. You like my videos? Good. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. We're halfway there to where, guys, before I'm dead, I'm going to have super chats on my YouTube channel. I'm really shifting things out of my way because I'm getting addicted to trying to become, do you know, oh boy, there you go. What I'm doing is I am getting addicted in music to try to get monetized for super chats. Guys, why didn't I start it? Brother, you don't get super chats just by doing it. You have to earn it. I'm like almost 50% there. Streaming is the fastest way for me to get people to come view. When I get 12 people to watch for an hour, that's 12 hours. I need about 1,200 more captured watch hours. Then I'm eligible for super chats. Okay? So now I'm doing that as an experiment on my free time. So do this for me. I've already got people willing to. Oh, that's fine. You ain't got to be sorry, brother. You ain't got to be sorry for me. Don't be sorry for me. Trust me, brother. Don't be sorry for me, man. I've lived more in my life than most people will ever realize. I've lived in Japan. I've had fun. I've gone to war. I've died. I've reincarnated. I play music. I've gone through divorce. I've been a millionaire. I've lost it all. I've come back. I've basically built an empire, lost it, come back, been homeless, been on the street. Had a 15-year-old mother, supposed to have been aborted. Boy, it's been one hell of a ride, baby. Giggity, giggity, goo. You know what I'm saying? And I got nothing to hide because I don't care what people think about me, man. Like, that's what I'm trying to get you guys. Just be yourself, man. Be you. You are enough, man. Just be you, man. You are. Just be you. You're enough. You can be a generic dude in your story, but if you rewire your brain, instead of saying, I'm a generic dude, you rewire your brain to say, I'm working on becoming unstoppable. Unparalleled success will be coming your way. You have to tell your brain and rewire your brain. Guys, why do I do workouts? I'm an endurance freak. I go 40, 50, 60-mile bike rides nonstop. Why do I do that? It creates the cerebral cortex in the front of your head. Your processing power in your brain is directly recorded to how fit you are on an endurance scale. Adler, what's up? Yep. Adler. Nah, man. Adler, thanks for coming to my school community. I appreciate you. Adler's in my school community where I teach lean body habits, mindset, and life coaching. It's free. It's at the top of my profile. Adler, I had to change my name. Legally, I didn't like how I was placed, so now we're Mind, Muscle, and Music, still formerly Founding Fathers. There's just a lot of political stuff going on, and I wanted to recategorize. And also, guys, I sold my health insurance share, and now I'm doing referral for insurance. I sold out, and I'm helping open up a commercial gym, which is why we're leading you guys. There's a bunch of cool people out here I'm going to be training and shifting into my mindset group on school. So Adler, hope you're doing good. Yeah, so always saying, so basically health and wellness and mindset will come live here. We'll also go live on the school community, links in my profile. If you want to donate to my channel, there's a Venmo link at the top of my YouTube. Until I get super chats, feel free to do that. Now, let us boogie woogie, baby. Who wants some boogie woogie? I need motivation to boogie woogie. I need someone in the chat. Alonzo, he's in the school community. That's what's up. Guys, Mr. Alonzo is also in the school. The Adler's in there too. What's up, Mr. Alonzo? I need motivation to boogie woogie. Shout out to Mr. Alonzo Pearson. I personally know him. He's a good dude. Cut it up, baby. Woo! Hey, Adler, that's okay. Like I told you guys, do as I say, not as I do. Do not force yourself to have those 4 and 5 hour nights like I've been doing. If you're training, shoot for 6 to 8 hours of sleep, good nutrition, keep the body temperature low. Before you go to bed, do not overheat the body temperature. Just like I was telling Mr. Persons earlier, Mr. Alonzo there, high body temperature can interfere with some of your REM sleep. That's what's up, baby. You ain't got to apologize. Guys, I come in here for 20, 30 minutes just to rock, tell you about my beautiful school community. It's literally a community I'm trying to build where everybody mingles and comes together, man. And what do we talk about here on Mind, Muscle, and Music? Well, I kind of tell you stories about my life and attempt that it inspires you to become the best versions of yourself. Main questions I get: am I a pastor? No! God's great. I'm very, very big fan of God. Not a really big fan of religion though, but I'm very spiritual. I grew up in the Christian church. That's cool. Whatever it is, guys, cognitive bias, how you treat others, and how you carry yourself and how you treat the younger generation. Those are the things I care about, and that's what we put up here. So, guys, music-wise, I'm going to play a little classic Pachelbel. Actually, you know what? I feel like turning Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Guys, when you play music, this is a 1-1-5. 1. This is 1-1-5-5-6-6-5-4-4-3-3-2-2-1. That's Twinkle Twinkle, right? But check this out. See how that changes? Now let's say I take Twinkle Twinkle. By the way, any questions on health, wellness, inspiration? Hell, if you just had a bad day and you need someone to say, "What's up? I care about you," type below in the chat. Let's make Twinkle Twinkle Little Star jazzy. Check this out. Maybe that's too much. But what I'm getting at is find a little melody like da da da, like da 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 da. Play with small melodies. Something. I wish I had a better setup, but I'm just playing with you and hanging out. Or we can go John Legend. Woo! Mr. Alonzo says, I am results driven in starting this journey. How soon would I see results exercising eating properly? That's a great question, Alonzo. It's kind of like this. Jack LaLanne is a physical culture icon in the United States. If you don't know anything about health and wellness, look up Jack LaLanne. He was 5'6". He opened up the first commercial gym in the United States, and he had a saying. It was, exercise is king, nutrition is queen. Put them together, you have a kingdom. I think within 2 to 3 weeks, a proper training program with resistance training split into cardio, mobility, and getting rid of junk, I think the body within 3 to 4 weeks should start being difference visually. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm a big fan of doing core and circuitry and doing cardiovascular exercises. Because as fun as it is to build muscle, typically losing a little bit of muscle in the beginning to get leaner is 1 step back, 2 steps forwards. And then once you get to an acceptable lean body fat, then you've cut the fat off. Now, once you build that muscle, you have muscle memory. The muscle memory will come back, but you got to pull the fat off, right? Now, you can do it all together, but if you're not visually seeing a difference in your body, right? If you're not visually seeing a difference in your body in like 3 weeks, you should be taking pictures. Frontal plane, sagittal plane, transverse plane, basically front, back, and side. you should be seeing this. As far as deficits and stuff go, look, I am a sports science nutritionist. I get it. I'm certified by the state through ISSA. I'm not a registered dietitian, but I've got pretty good certs. Yes, you can sample 3 to 5 feedings, put the protein in, do all that. All that works. But at the end of the day, if you're not trying to be a competitive bodybuilder, you're trying to make small little habits. It's better to not focus on too many things at once. It's better to take your day and remove or add one small detail. For example, if you drink Coca-Cola, remove that. If you're not walking 10,000 steps, do that. So my training philosophy with Lean Body Habits is creating a system that slowly conditions you to a new lifestyle. And it happens very fast because it's not a diet, it's not a program. Now, you could run a program and build muscle, and you could do that, but I'm more about the longevity route, Lean Body Habits. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Alonzo. John Legend once said, or you could do something like, I got something for you. It's a D. So you go here, it's an A minor. There we go. That's kind of cool, right? Anyways. But yeah, Mr. Alonzo. Yeah, I think you should, to get real good results, like body transformations, 3 months 90 days can do a lot. Remember P90X? There's a reason P90X was P90X. 90 days is a transformation. 3 weeks, you should see progress because 90 days is basically 9 weeks approximately, or 12 weeks, right? 4, 8, 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12. At 3 weeks, you should basically be seeing results, knowing that you're about 20% there. So you're 1/4 of the visual. So if you repeat what you do in 3 weeks, 3 more times, each one of those is going to exponentially be a better thing. Now, if you want to do it by percentage, I don't recommend losing. You can lose a lot of weight fast, cut body fat, but if you want to hold on to your muscle, don't lose too much weight too fast. However, if you shift your diet, you may notice that you lose a lot of weight in the beginning. Not weight, but you're simply losing water. Most people are eating way too much water and sodium, and they're holding fluid. Chances are, if you're a man, you're probably holding 10 to 20 pounds of fluid if you're 6 foot tall. If you're 5'8", 5'9", you're holding fluid. So you need to get your body used to getting rid of that fluid and functioning without all that fluid and saturation, because that sometimes causes inflammation, if that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's now get the boogie woogie. Like I said, this is piano therapy. Okay, let's do this. My other question is, when you hit a plateau, how do you get going again? I was running a lot, but I always hit a phase where progress stopped. So if you're finding yourself hitting a plateau, one of the things that I find from running, you want to follow the 80-20 rule. Okay, so an ideal running program is this, Mr. Alonzo. Depending on what your goals are, you need to have more. When you start a running program, you really want to make sure your ankles and hips are on board, and you want to be running on like, how do I say this? You want to be running on a softer surface. I know this is silly and people are like, oh, that doesn't make sense. But you would really want to be running on a softer surface in a track and making sure your mobility is good. Now, here's one thing. Most running programs and plateaus, what happens to people is you need to auto-regulate. So you need to make sure that some days you're doing intense work. There's like zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. You need to spend more time in zone 2. You need to spend more time at a lower conservative pace and then have bumps to where you take 60 to 70% effort of your runs and you need to strategically place them throughout the week. The thing that kills people is trying to do the same running every day. Some days you run at a 10-minute pace. Some days you're going to run at a 15-minute pace. Longer endurance. Remember, you want to build those capillaries. You want to build the circulatory system for endurance. That's different than your phosphate energy system for powerlifting and football. So this is why the SAID principle in training is sport specific. So they concluded, to get through a plateau, you have to take what you're doing, reduce the amount of intensity, and have a period of volume where you build work capacity with less intensity that builds up on each other, right? I know it sounds silly, but one of the things that hurts a lot of people is sometimes they train with too much intensity or too much volume. So have phases where you ramp up the intensity slowly but surely, 5% a week. Perfect example, a weighted vest. I have a weighted vest that I'll wear, and I'll tell people to do a weighted vest training session. And they'll put this weighted vest on, and they've never worn a weighted vest, and they'll immediately want to go run. I teach people to put a weighted vest on and go do this. Put 20 or 30 pounds on, and then do this. Work on getting movements. The reason being, let me put my belt on and I'll show you something cool. Your tendons, your Golgi apparatus, your Golgi. JMP, welcome. Hey, JMP. By the way, Alonzo, congrats to Alonzo. I'm going to make him a moderator. So, why? Because Alonzo actually joined my school community. Alonzo, basically what that means is, if you see someone come in here and they're acting up, you have the authority to put them in timeout and stuff. But keep in mind, if someone's in here and they're spamming a little bit or they're being rude, we don't want rude people in here. But if they're being obnoxious, JMP, I'm good. How are you? Thank you for coming back in. I saw your messages on the school platform. I did. So Alonzo P is also in there. She's one of my viewers. Yep. This is actually Alonzo's first time into chat, which is really cool. I think it's awesome because I've met him personally. JMP, we've never met in person. But JMP, keep in mind, if you're up for it, I'm trying to get people in the school to do a one-on-one call with me in the school community. And if I'd like to kind of interview you and talk about you, why health and wellness is so important. And everybody's trying to go on this journey of self-mastery. I think we're all on the same page. Yeah, offer inside of there. Right. Now, there's lots of moving parts. Because I just went through a divorce and sold my insurance share in the business, I have a lot of stuff on my plate. I am not making excuses. Let me get my internet connection. All right, does that work? Hey! 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 All right, good. Are you not entertained? Yep. So, Alonzo just asked a question before you got in here, and it was kind of interesting. He was talking about getting through plateaus and how long it takes to see results. And when you see someone that's blue and modified, I have scoped them out. Y'all are inside the community. Y'all literally can go inside the message inside my school and contact each other. Any one of y'all that invites someone in that community, I will personally introduce myself and do a lot of cool stuff. But this is something I want to show you that's kind of cool. As I get older, I like doing stuff like this. Keep in mind, I am injured and I have a slight pull in my latissimus dorsi. So you know. But I like stuff like this, right? I like to come here. I use these bands for exercise. So what I like to do is stuff like this. I like to come through here. All right. Get this set. Come up through here. Hang upside down. See right through here. Coming through here. Rolling around. You see how I'm doing this? Body control. Now, I have a pulled lat. When I go to do this, it hurts. Can't do it. So what do? I just hang upside down until I get better. But even with an injury, I'm still training. So one of the things is I tell you, even if you're injured, you can do something, right? You can, I know people in the military, right? I know people in the military who don't have arms and they deadlift. they hook on, they like Captain Hook and Peter Pan. I love it. They don't have arms, okay? Because they served and got the stuff blown off. I'm a Navy veteran, right? But they deadlift. So what I'm getting at is there's always something you can do. Always something. Including choosing to do nothing. Right? Yeah. So, that's pretty much it on that. And just to get an idea, guys, because somebody was asking the other day, I've lost close to 100 pounds, okay? Losing close to 100 pounds using these principles. And I lost more weight and felt better when I started applying these principles that I teach you guys in the chat. All right. If you eat whole food, eat when you're hungry. If you have body fat on you, I understand a fasting protocol is really good to strip body fat. Even if you lose a little bit of muscle, you will gain it back with muscle memory after the fasting period is done. Now, you can also eat small portions and you can do it that way. If you're a bodybuilder or you really want to do hypertrophy, chances are 3 to 5 feedings of protein is probably best. But if you care about function and staying lean with a good amount of muscle, but not just muscle, don't overlook calisthenics, mobility, and like right through here, you can see my chest popping through my hoodie. See how I contract that muscle? I am 19 pounds lighter than in my videos a month ago, and I've been told that I look bigger when I train. I've literally lost 20 pounds, but because I got leaner, people think I look bigger, which is interesting. Sometimes when you get leaner, you'll look like a normal person in a short, but then once you get pumping and you get into the gym and you have good circulation, your body just starts getting warm and it starts looking cool, right? So I think staying lean and being able to do push-ups and pull-ups and calisthenics in addition to weightlifting is great. Now, if you want to do pure hypertrophy or powerlifting or strength training, I'm a certified strength and conditioning coach. I know how to train you for that. But dude, I'm telling you, just think about this, guys. Guys, in the chat, feel free to chat. The highest GPA of any sports athlete are runners and endurance athletes. I believe after studying physical culture for 20 years, anecdotally, my job in the Navy was to get people and get them to lose body fat as an ACFL. That was my collateral duty, okay? I think if you want to be smarter and get more out of your workouts cognitively, cardio and endurance training is the best way to do that. Now, doesn't mean you have to run. I'm a big fan of the bicycle. I think bike sprints and power output. And Mr. Alonso, I'll tell you that. We love. Okay, if you're hurting your knees on the bike, JMP, make sure when you get on the bicycle, has anyone, okay, let's add some value. Let's add some value to JMP's life. Okay, let's add JMP. Can I add some value to your life? Is that okay with you? You okay with that? When you get on the bicycle, has anyone ever taught you how to get on the bicycle properly with your hip flexors? Because you know in that crouched position, especially if you're someone who sits down all day at a desk and then you go get on the bicycle and you're sitting again, you have to be very careful because sometimes you can even make the hip flexors and the parafemoral psoas and all these muscles even worse. So I'm going to add some value to your life. JMP, just remember when you get on that bike, straighten your leg. This is straight from the ISSA exercise catalog in my certificate. Straighten your leg completely straight. Sit on the seat, slight bend, slight bend. Yes, slight bend. So don't be riding a bicycle like this, because when you're riding a bicycle like this with this much bend, all that pressure is going right here. Okay, we don't want that. Straight leg locked out, slight bend in that position. So you want to be like this. And then from that position, you can shift forward if you choose to, but you choose. You don't stay in that forward position. Okay, and also, yep, of course, that's why you come to my school community and that's why you come to my lives, because I give you guys value. I hope so, at least. That's in my world, that's why you come back. So hopefully there's some value. Also, your knees hurting, huh? Guys, a weighted vest, if you're going to get one, get a Tactical Wolf. Lifetime warranty. The only weighted vest that I choose. It's a bit pricey, and the plates are separate and they're Kevlar. It's a bit pricey, but it's worth it. If you're going to buy workout equipment and invest in your health, do it. What's up, brother? Matthew O'Day. Matthew O'Day. Are you Matthew O'Day a long time ago that we used to work out together at the gym? That's not you, is it? Remember that? Matthew, what's up, dude? Are you still enlisted? What's up, brother? We still training. Are you still in the military or are you out? What's up, brother? Shout out, brother. Okay, you still on the West Coast? Yeah, shout out, guys, to Matthew O'Day. Back in the day, he was a good trainer. He was a trainer, man. That's what's up, dude. I thought I recognized that name. You been good, brother? You been good? That's what's up, dude. I'm East Coast too. Y'all, shout out. Yeah, Matthew O'Day was a pretty good athlete. Yeah, back in the day. He ended up going into some programs in the Navy and had a really good career. That's what's up, brother. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well, man. So, yeah, Matthew, Alonzo's on a health and wellness journey, as long as some other people in here. And I know you're into health and wellness because you're a trainer. I'm a trainer as well. We both train people, obviously. It's some pretty cool stuff. So I appreciate your input. So, yeah, that's one of the things like, and here's another thing too for JMP. If your knee is hurting, right? One of the things, I have my band here. One of the things that'll help with your knee is getting more stability. The one thing that I have learned training people is stability is so important. That's what's up. So, if you get a band, now knees can be hurt from a lot of different reasons, but a lot of times what you want to do, if you can find a band and do this stretch right here, and get used to stretching your hip flexors and leaning like this, a lot of times anterior tilt in this can cause pain in the knee. So the first thing is to make sure you can get in those positions with the band and all. Yeah, Matthew was a gamer and streamer and all. Just keep this in mind, Matt. Anybody in here is in health and wellness. I know you were a trainer. Are you still certified? Do you still train people at all? Because I know you had a love and passion with that for a bit. Huh, Matt? See if Matt chats. Yeah, so, yeah, anything that you see in here, feel free to contribute, man. Yeah, that's what I mean. So you've been training, yeah, so he's been training people for a long time. Yeah, and I agree too. And Matt would probably agree with me. Stability is something that's often overlooked. And I think teaching people to do stability and do stability-based exercise, like you may think this is silly, but I find people that if they just even hold positions like this, holding positions and actually being able to like push your body and stabilize, just being able to stabilize is super important. It's just really important, man. Stability is so important. If you're not stable, you're prone to injury. Once you have stability, mobility, see, there you go. I mean, yeah, I really underestimated stability when I first became a trainer. And it wasn't through some experience and then working with some volunteering with the University of Pittsburgh and going to the base and all that. And I remember a workout when we were doing endurance training and Matthew O'Day went up to the base back a long time ago and we knocked out an endurance workout in there in the Human Performance Lab. That was a go pick go. Yeah, go pick go. Shout out to all the universe. I learned so much from Shane Levinson and all the University of Pittsburghs there. There's so much information there. It was such a blessing to be able to volunteer for almost 6 years. You live by Pitt? Okay, I'm down south, brother. I'm actually helping open up a commercial gym, a big fitness director project coming up, Matt. So wish me luck on that. And in the future, I do have a health and wellness community that I'm growing on my school platform. Maybe pop your head in there sometime, man. It's at the top of my profile. You know, just trying to do God's work and stuff, you man. Thanks, man. Matthew, you ever heard me play piano? By the way, guys, shout out. All right, guys. So we're on a quest to get monetized. Guys, I'm halfway monetized for Super Chats. Can you help your boy get monetized? I'd love to get monetized, dude. Come on. By the way, for all my fans who come in from time to time, I appreciate every one of you. If you hate me, if you love me, just remember, I've been making videos for 11 years. I probably ain't gonna stop. So I appreciate you. About the cycle of... Oh, Alonzo Piercing asked, what were you asking about the circle of fifths? Very good question. So the circle of fifths is a tool that you could do with something like this. This is a music wheel. You ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean where they have a magic map? So basically in music, you have... Anybody who's into music theory, I try to teach you guys here, basically mind muscle music. Anything with self-improvement, nutrition, or... I may not be able to take sound requests. This is true. I can learn songs. But what I like to do is to be able to play. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I'm making this up as I go. I have no idea what I'm about to play. Is it the best? No, but it doesn't matter. It's the theory. I'm like a bumblebee flapping its wings, just making noises. Now, the circle of fifths. Let's say Mr. Pearson, right here, Alonzo in here, he's asking about music theory. Let me tell you what I'm talking about with music theory and why it's so important. Now, what does that do with the circle of fifths? If you put your hand up and you think of C, do this with me. C, D, C. Okay. It'll be like this. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. 7 notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay. So C, that's just 1. C, D, D is 2. Like AC, DC, DC, but CD. Are you confused? Very good. Welcome to my brain. Anyways, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Just do that. The circle of fifths is a concept that moves from the first to the fifth note, and it continues that pattern. It sounds like this. What it is I go C is 1. C, D, E, F. Put in the comments what comes after F on the 5. And I'm going to hold my breath. So, actually, that's a bad idea. I don't want to blow my lungs. Okay. C is 1. D, E, F. So what would 5 be? Comment down below. It's mind, muscle, and music time. Can anybody guess then what the fifth would be? C, D, E, F, blank. What would that be? Can anybody guess? And that would be what I'd ask for you to type down into the chat. So C is 1. C, D, E, F, blank, A, B. C, D, E, F, blank. What would the fifth be? It's actually the same sound as this, Twinkle Twinkle. 1 to 5. It's G, not E, because remember, E would be 3. C, D, E. E would be 3. Relative to starting at a C, you think about it like this. And now I'm going to give you a visual. So this is 1. Toes Truckin'. Welcome back, Toes Truckin'. Yeehaw. We're going over some music theory. Yes, I changed the name because I got tired of everybody saying Free Palestine and Gaza and stuff. It was Founding Fathers 1776, and that was to honor Charlie Kirk 1776. Turning Point, God bless Charlie Kirk, R.I.P. Now, we shifted the mind, muscle, and music for legal purposes and to prevent spam. How are you, Toes Truckin'? We had some new people coming here. Mr. Alonzo's in here for the first time. Mr. O'Day, former trainer. Shout out to my military veterans. We got a good group. You want to stay close together in the community. The school's in the plat linked up in my profile. SKOOL, Lean Body Habits. Ranked in the top 20% for self-improvement. Okay. Tired but good. Okay, you need some energy, baby? Toes trucking. Come on, baby. I'm going to give you energy with Johann Sebastian Bach, Prelude. Yes, G. It's G. Johann Sebastian Bach. This is Johann Sebastian Bach. That's a 432 frequency. That frequency will give you energy. Nikola Tesla. In the key of D, same thing. Anyways, I messed up that part. But this is what I'm getting at. In the key of, start with C is 1. C, D, E, F, G. The circle of fifths. Now let's say you start at G. G, A, B, C, D. Because remember, you think of C as 1, and you'll do it like this. Maybe for you number people, 2 black keys, 3 black keys. That's a pentatonic. F-A-C-E. Yeah. F-A-C-E. Egabatha. E-D. Yeah. Every good boy does fine. Every good boy does fine. Yeah. Exactly. Every good boy does fine. Every good boy does fine. F-A-C-E. Yep. Yeah. Just like that. And then this is a 2-5-1, the key of D. Circle of fifths. Ready for it? C is a 1. C, D, E, F. G is a 5. Then we're going to take G. Now G is the 1. G, A, B, C, D. A, C, D. D is the 5. D. Guys, I am giving you the secrets. This is my book of music. I made this. I'm showing you all the keys. If you enjoy, give a thumbs up to your boy. Yeah. It's called the Nashville Number System. I'm sharing with you for free, where other people charge, hopefully, so you will continue to watch, and then I can become monetized and have super chats. So, be valuable. So, all this stuff, Herbie Hancock's and all this stuff, right? Look, all this stuff right here, man, you don't need to know it. I'm summarizing it for you. All these charts and all this stuff, man, it's all the same thing. Okay, so check it out, man. Every day, burger digs fries is what I learned. Every good burger digs fries. Okay, that's cool. Every good boy does fine. F-A-C-E, all cows eat grass. There you go. I love the thumbs up. So, if you truly wanted to learn music, let's say someone was a guitarist or they wanted to play bass guitar. The D is right here. D, E, F, G, A. Guys, I'm very bad at, I try to shave my body to get leaner to swim. And I realize shaving sucks and I'm the worst shaver. Dude, I literally nicked my wrist. I nicked my arm. Dude, I have a new respect for women who shave all the time. I just wanted to say that. So it's kind of shitty. I am the worst shaver, dude. Somebody said, hey, you'll swim faster if you do this. Bruh, I don't know. I look like I'm a slashed up demon going to war, dude. I can't be shaving with razor, dude. I mean, they can't be doing that, dude, just so you know. Anyways, D goes to A. So A goes, so with music, I'll show you an example. Okay. In the key of C, 1, 5, 6, 4 is a very good pattern. So if you were a music enthusiast and you wanted to learn 1, 5, 6, 4. Now, what does that sound like? Okay, what can I do with 1, 5, 6, 4? This is so there's that. You could go 1, 5, 6, 4. I wish I could have you guys see my hands a little bit, but it's kind of like this. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, 6, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 1 again. So this note with the 2 black keys and this note, it's the same thing. So you got a note that's doubled and stuff in between. Think about this as a border. And in between that, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that note is in sub. Get waxed? Nah, I'm going to get real and never do that again is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get real, dude. That was painful. A long time ago, I thought by the way, Matthew O'Day, I got up to 300 pounds bulking at one time and got kind of fat. So I lost close to 100 pounds, brother. So I'm on the get lean quest. I hope you're staying fit and I hope you're staying strong. And also thank you for your service, sir. Shout out. I respect my veterans, everybody who served. I served for almost 10 years. I love all my veterans. We all endured to suck together. Just remember that. But JMP, get waxed, okay? I feel very demasculized trying to do that. I literally only wanted to do that. I got a story for you. Keep it somewhat appropriate. I'm all about some fun stories, but keep in mind, even with the age restrictions, I have a couple 12 and 16-year-olds that come in here. I don't think they're in here now. I'm down for a story. Give me a story. And as you say the story, I'm going to do a 1, 5, 6, 4 with the country version so you can hear the difference. It's a flick. It's a flick. Something like that. One at least. They are in here. Well, look, I set parental controls and settings. At the end of the day, look, I would rather the younger generation be in my chat than some other places. Look, my channel has gone from teaching about investing. You know, I was in the stocks for a while. I still have affiliates in my Instagram to show you guys how to go to stock trading school for day trading, swing trading. I have supplement affiliates. I have links in my Instagram, but I've continued to document my life almost as a live digital documentation of my life. So I'm betting that when I die, hopefully somebody's going to go through that and find some value in it. I had a friend, he was almost 500, what the heck? 500 pounds? Why are you? Toes Trucking, go into my community, and if this is a true story, get some pictures of him and put him in that. Go to my school because I want to meet him and interview him. I love stories like that. So he's 500 pounds and he was bullied about it for so long. He stopped eating and he really got skinny, went to the hospital, and the hospital for probably, what happened after that? Yeah, man, I have some empathy for that. Sometimes people can be real mean when you're a kid, man. Yeah, they can, but after he had like yeah, so that's just the power of like having a positive community, man. Why do you think I'm so like, I know people who've committed suicide from being bullied, body dysmorphia. You know, I suffered from body dysmorphia for many years. And Matthew O'Day, if he's still in here, he still trains people, but he was a certified trainer for a while. He's still training people and stuff, probably. I think in the gym, we all suffer with like body dysmorphia. And when I came to the conclusion was, you can train for muscle, you can train for anything. But what I try to teach people is use the gym as a form of medication and therapy. I've been divorced. I've gained the world, had 2 houses in San Diego, had everything taken. I had my ex-wife get everything, right? ADHD, supposed to be aborted at birth. My mother had me when she was 15. Like, these are the things I go over with you guys. So all of these have been steps of adversity. And what I've learned to do with the gym, and when I first met Matthew O'Day, he was getting ready to go through a special program in the Navy, and I could tell that he was going through some struggle at that time. But what I noticed was he always went to the gym, and he was always trying to make himself better. So a lot of times I try to teach people to use the gym as a form of medication and meditation. The gym is great because you get stronger. Right, exactly. Right? So in that situation, I think we can agree the gym has always kind of been there as a place of refuge, whether you needed to shower or whether you needed to train or whether you needed to get some stuff out. Oh, there you go. You see, that's what's up, dude. That's a great story, Toes. If you can ever connect with them, get them in my school community. It's in the top of my YouTube. I'd like to interview them sometime in the calendar. And if JMP is still in this chat, she was in here earlier. She's from the UK. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. But JMP, I'd really like it if you could message me on the school platform and find an availability where we could connect. And I want to do a face-to-face, one-on-one and get to know you. And if you don't mind, maybe share that on the community. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. I understand, respect people's privacy. But I leverage each and one of you to hold yourselves accountable and accept the challenge that makes you feel uncomfortable. Because as soon as you do something that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's usually what you need to be doing. It's kind of like an exercise. The exercise that's going to get you the best results is probably what you're not doing. If you're not doing pull-ups, try to do it. If you're not doing sprints, try to add some sprints. If you ain't swimming, add some swimming one time in your week. Get your body to move in different ways. You know what I'm saying? What we got here? But he's my friend. We're not like BFF and never believe it. That boy down fake friends. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. That's cool. But if you find anybody, guys, I invest time in this chat to get monetized, but I'm also recruiting. I'm on here. I looked at my screen time last week, and I'm averaging 16 to 20 hours of screen time. If I'm not streaming, I'm recording, or I'm on my phone, or I'm on my laptop. It's written ridiculous at how much effort it's taking to get monetized. Because I'm not going to get monetized for doing something that I'm not going to be appreciative. I'm trying to use authenticity, knowledge, mistakes. I'm trying to monetize off that. And it's not very cool. He said, love you, brother. Of course, Matthew O'Day. Back at you, man. Tell you, man, I got a real good memory, Matthew. I don't forget anybody, dude. I kind of got a photographic memory in some things and selective, dude. So I appreciate that, man. Keep rocking and rolling, man. You know, I think you and I can agree on this following statement. We've both gone through an adversity, but we're survivors. So the one thing about a survivor is the ability to adapt and overcome to a situation. Having that as a special ability is good. Now, how do you do that? Simple, basic nutrition, right? Yo, Alonzo, thank you. Yeah, no need to stay, brother. I appreciate you. Always good, and God bless, man. Shout out. Yep. And anybody that's in the community, in the school, okay, you see we're coming in YouTube. Sometimes we go live. When we go live on the school, I have the option to see you guys like a Zoom call. I want to get everybody so I can see your faces and have a call on the computer and then engage and have a hangout face to face and get to talk to you and do it, dude. Kind of think about it like your church away from church, man. And I ain't trying to press anything. I may say, hey, come to my community and learn. I want to teach you guys learning. Yes, I'll have products and launch stuff and training and all that, but I'm giving you value of information for free that if you come in here, you will get golden nuggets, right? I wish back at you. I wish. What you wish for? What you wish for? Oh, Ed Sheeran's perfect. Never say I can't. Never say I can't. I haven't yet. Never say I can't. Say I haven't yet. Never say you can't, man. The difference between the story of the hero and the story of the villain is the villain can. The hero can. Success and failure is basically determined by showing up and continuing to work on your process. Whether you're result-oriented or process-oriented, make sure you focus on your process. It's not I can't, I haven't yet. It's not I can't, I'm having trouble. It will work. Instead of saying it's hard, upgrade. 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 When you can't do something, push on that own a nerve right here. There's a nerve connecting your brain. Push on that sucker. Push on that. And then rethink your mind. Never talk bad about yourself. And I'm speaking to myself because I do a lot of self-talk that's sometimes negative on myself. I was raised in an environment where verbal abuse was the norm and served in high doses of ecstasy. And those high consumption of that encouraged a lack of confidence and an increase in self-imposed limitations and beliefs. So you have to reprogram yourself to believe you can. And it's not easy. The best way to do it is to beat yourself up in the gym, kind of. Do something in the gym And every time you're doing it, focus on a goal. And imagine every physical piece of energy that you're putting into that gym as a form of meditation for yourself and to manifest the goals that are soon to become. Hope that makes sense. You can do that. You can do anything you set your mind to. There's 168 hours in a week. You can do it. You can do it. And if you need a reminder, come into the chat. I remind you every time you come in here, you can do it. You know, it's kind of funny. Lean body habits, the more I think about it, mind, muscle, and music. This isn't just about coaching, health, and wellness. This is about sharing the human experience with those who want to connect. We all have to connect in this world. The 6 best things, there's like things in this world that make you healthy. Good food, good water, sunlight, rest, stimulation, working out, good sex, good friends. If you do that, that will keep you going, right? That's literally what life boils down to. It doesn't make sense to me how people chase money and items yet neglect their health. Because as you get older, how you feel and your vitality is everything that you have. I've always doubled down on health and wellness because I think it's the best bet. You are going to enter this world with nothing, and you are going to leave this world with nothing. So many times in life, I feel like in life, it's almost the purpose of life is to learn to let go. It's like we're just learning to let go from prior experience in life. This is why I like music. Music can take you places when you compose, nothing else can. Okay, I got some. Just writing music off the top of my head. D down 3 to a B. And if we look at the key of D here, I'm in the 1, 6, 4, 5. write songs. I write emotions and send them into the universe. Hey, JMP, absolutely. Like I said, I love it when you guys come in. Literally just looking at the chats, man. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed for you guys to come in. Thank you. Again, don't have to stay in here with me, man. The road for me to get monetized involves a lot of this. Every moment of second of time that you give me, very appreciated. But you are not required to even show up, just so you know. Do not do that. I want to let you know that. This is my journey to become monetized, and I'm halfway there to get super chats. It took me 11 years to get here. I'm not the smartest. I just don't give up. It takes me a long time to accomplish things. And then once I do it, people are like, oh, it was so easy. I was like, I guess. Nothing I've ever got in my life ever came from said unless I busted my ass. Literally worked my ass off to achieve. But that's okay, because a lot of times when you want to be successful, you're going to have to be in the shadows. You got to do a lot of work. It's like there were times in my life, and I mean this like just in reflection, it's crazy. The times when I needed people the most, they weren't there. And then when I was sufficient, that's when they offered for a go. It's like when you have no money, that's when you need someone to buy you a meal. But then when you have the money, now everybody wants to buy you a meal. Life is backwards. Have a good night, JMP. And let me know, JMP, and read this correctly. What is this? I don't know. Toes Trucking, what are you doing? I don't know. A lot of stuff goes over my head. Those wrong notes. Gotta forgive me, I'm just composing a little bit. So we're in the key of D for those that care. Okay, I'll show you what I'm doing with my right hand in case you're curious. All we're doing is this. The key of D is this. So in the key of D, you got this one and that one. QPDB. I don't know, man. Actually, when I look at that, it hurts my head because sometimes I'm kind of dyslexic. And in school, I was pretty good at math, and everybody used to like think I was cheating on tests and stuff. And they used to paddle me. I went to an academy, and they would like, if I asked questions about God, they would paddle me. If I asked questions about anything, they would paddle me. And they couldn't beat out my own personality. Then I went and everybody's like, you're this, you're this. And then I had a problem with authority, and I went into the Navy, and you think they would beat that shit out of me, but they didn't. I I don't know. I've always been like dyslexic or something. I find music is really good for people like me because it's a puzzle that never ends. It distracts you from the pain and torment that some people are suffering in, right? It hurts. Yeah, it hurts. When I look at that little thing, the way it's shaped, it hurts for me to look at. Yeah. Ah! What's up, sir? Chess Devil's back. Yeah. JMP, find a time if you're up for it. I'd like to go one-on-one and have a conversation with you on the school. It can just be you and me. No one else will be there, but I would like to do a screen record and get some clips and maybe just introduce yourself. Step out of your comfort zone and do it. What do you have to lose? You're going to come in this world with nothing. You'll leave with nothing. Put yourself out there, make a difference, and that change in your confidence, your conditioning will do it. Yeah, Toes Trucking, stop doing that, man. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. But I do appreciate the comments. Shout out to the algorithm. When I get only 20 thumbs ups or something, but I have like 500 chats, that's kind of cool. Some of my videos get like, the most I've had is 7,000 views in the chat. It was a 4-hour stream and I got 5,000 views. D, G, A, D, D, G, A, E, F minor sharp, E minor, B minor, G, there we go. No spamming, Toes Trucking. If you do it too much, you'll get where it's spammy, and then I'm gonna have you stop that. Come on, brother, don't be doing that. Nah, come on now. Come on, Toes Trucking. You do know I have the authority to take away your moderation, right? I can take it away, not let you be able to come back in. Thanks for the chats, though. What is this? At least we'll get some chats. See if you like this one. So, no, I'm playing with you, Toe. No, I'm joking. No, it is helpful, but it's kind of like anything to the extreme can be bad. Having chats is good, but if you do it too much like that, it's going to actually flag as spam. So in essence, you can either do too much and be bad or do too little. Yeah, but it's not just about the chats, man. That's like food. If you just focus on food but not what you eat, it's not always what you do, it's the quality. Remember the process. If there's one thing that I learned living in Japan for 3 years where I got some of my tattoos and stuff, right? Right, I got this tattoo and stuff. And when I lived in Japan, I was integrated in the culture for 3 years in the Navy. And what they taught us was they were process-oriented versus the United States being results-oriented. And when I thought about it, are you guys, oh man, 7 votes, 14%? Well, 84, look, if I can do something and 86% of the world says it's good, that they like it, that's cool. That's what I need out of them votes. Cool. All right. I just realized I was screen recording the whole time. So, Toes Trucking's in there. Somebody else popped into the chat. Chess Devil. Chess Devil, you in here? Chess Devil popped up in. I want to say hey to Chess Devil because Chess Devil's part of my school community toast trucking. Chess Devil, you still in here? Chess Devil is, I think, he is Naples. Chess Devil, how was your day? We haven't talked too much. Chess Devil, how was your day? We had Matthew O'Day come in. We had Cameron Porter earlier. We had JMP. We had lots of good people, guys. Y'all like that? So in the key of D, let's do the key of A. In the key of A, it's the same thing. So it's to a B minor. So it's going to go. And then. So I like to transpose this to every key. That's A. This is the same thing in the key of D. And this is in C. If Jaws is going to eat you, you're going to die with Jazz. I'm trying to play some, anyways. I'm playing around with different things. I didn't really know if I liked that. But now I want to switch to synthetic. I'm getting to where I'm literally on the verge of still sleepy, but I think I have a little bit more. My tank is almost empty. I've been going for about 10, 11, 12, so that's 10. Man, it's been like a 16-hour day. Nobody believes me when I say that. What is this? Voice? Style? Guys, you can talking to me in the chat. It's like you ain't got to be scared of me. Sometimes it is very good for me to talk and play at the same time. Did you have a nice day? How did you do? Did you have a good day? This is what I have to say. Playing the piano. What is this? Sad but true. Oh, absolutely. The hardest part of loving someone is saying goodbye. Absolutely true, dude. Well, the thing is, that's a great conversation. I love that you said that, Toast Trucking. So, the hardest part about loving someone, it may not be saying goodbye, but some of the hardest things about loving someone is this, is understanding that they no longer love you. And you have to come to the conclusion that if your whole framework in life is based on someone else loving you, then you don't have your own identity. Once you start to love yourself, you may find that other people you thought liked you didn't really like you or love you. They were using you because of your own insecurities, and they were sucking stuff around. It's kind of like this picture, right? So yes, letting someone go is tough. It's not easy. But that's kind of what life's about, man. Some people are like this. Be careful, man. Some people act like they're trying to help you. You know. Also, remember, read others, not yourself. Also, don't forget about perspective, right? You see, here we go. Toast Trucking. Okay, time for therapy sessions with Coach Chris. Okay. Let's see. Well, it may be sad, but it's embrace it, man. Death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back. Marcus Aurelius. Okay, what is worse than grief is not having grief for someone you thought you loved? What's worse than grief is not being able to move on. You see, in the human condition, you're going to have situations where in the human condition, okay? You're going to have situations where you may find yourself with human emotion. You may find yourself struggling or have grief, whatever it may be. The key is to not stay there. And I tell people when I'm mentoring them from my own self, right? I tell people a couple things, right? One, eat good food. If you're a male and you're not eating some of these foods, add these foods to your diet, please. Right? Because if you don't have grief for a small amount of time, it's not necessarily grief, but you're going to have some type of emotion. The key is to do whatever you need to do to be at peace. Whatever you need to do to be at peace. It's not about being happy. It's about being at peace. Trust me on that, fellas. It's about being peace, right? It's like Tony Robbins says, right? It's all in your mind. Shout out, guys, in case I like to show you guys, this is when I was in the Navy. Very proud of my military service. Some of the best years of my life are serving my country. Some of the best years of my life are serving my country. Also, if you want to lose weight, don't forget, lean body habits, anyone can lose body fat. My community, if you actually want to get results, is in the top of my YouTube. That's me in a hoodie. That's what I look like when I'm working sometimes outside. Okay. And here's the school community, guys. Look, we're ranked in self-improvement in the top 800. Very proud of that. And I'm working on a fitness app right here to release to you guys if you're ever looking for a trainer. But at the end of the day, if I could build a community where nobody paid any money, that would be cool. I'm down for that. The best thing for you to do is to understand this, Toast Trucking. Understand this. Even if you want to get married, even if you want to get in a relationship, never lose sight of your own value and never sell yourself short. Always keep your own identity, and how you let others talk to you is how you see yourself. So if you let people belittle you, you stand up for yourself. If you stand up for yourself in a crowd and you're no longer welcome, You just found the path to success, because if you're in a crowd and you're not welcome and people are taking you down, they're pulling you down. That's how it works, baby. Okay. Dance monkey. Okay. Woo. Okay. There's a good question. Okay. Boy. Toast Trucking. You're one of my younger viewers, right? Keep in mind, I'm a Navy veteran. I want you to understand one thing in this life. Seek mentorship from good people. I will give you good advice, but at the same time, consult with your parents, get as much information from everybody that you can when you learn these things. I'm just giving you my perspective. Take perspectives from multiple people and come to your own conclusion. If I can give you a piece of advice tonight, it is cognitive bias. Do not fall short of cognitive bias and cognitive dissonance. Cognitive bias. And if you're doing a workout routine and you're not looking younger, find a different routine. Because when I started losing weight, I started reverse aging. I started reverse aging when I changed my food and stuff. Yes, you can, because you're saying I can't. Take I can't out of your vocabulary. It's not I can't. It's not that I can't, it's I haven't yet. Not I can't. Not I can't. I haven't yet. Take I can't out of your vocabulary. I haven't yet. Don't say I can't. I'm having trouble. It's difficult. I'm learning. It will happen. I'm not going to quit. The sooner you learn to reprogram what you say, you're finding that's the quickest way to learn a lot about yourself, bro. Let me pee real quick. All right. Okay. I can't ever completely let go and forget, but knowing I can't make. Stop saying I can't. You can make new memories. Although it may not be easy and it may feel difficult and it may be painful, understand that it can be done. Yes, it can. I know firsthand because I've already done it. And the older I get, the harder life gets. You would think it would get easier. But as I get into endurance activities. I teach you at Lean Body Habits, helped me lose 100 pounds. And I'm telling you, even doing stuff like this, like right now, one thing you can do, start doing this. Get on the counter and start doing this. This is very easy, right? Like 100 times every now and then. Get used to building your endurance. You want all day endurance. You want to be able to go all day, not stop. And then once you build that endurance, you want to turn that, right? You want to turn that all day endurance. When you're at the counter, when you're at the thing, just start doing that. Just this one movement. And people think I'm silly when I say this. Just this one movement. Not even on the floor, just right here. But don't flare your elbows and do what people do. Learn how to position yourself. Stretch, pull back. Do a one-legged squat like this, right? Pull yourself back. Get used to moving throughout the day. Turn yourself into an endurance athlete. Every time you get a chance to move or stretch, do that. Master calisthenics, right? Try to get more control. Think about when you train, right? Get into fasting sometimes. Take care of your health. Get into your gut health. Like all these things are stuff that you can do to encourage yourself to become the strongest and best version of yourself. Right? You know? I like coming here. I have a pulled muscle right here. I have a pulled muscle in my back, right? So I can't actually lift my body right now like this. So I'm kind of injured. So I can't even do pull-ups right now because I have a pulled muscle. So even though I have a pulled muscle in my back right there, I'm still going to work out and train and do something, right? Do something. Just do something. And find a coach. I've lost nearly 100 pounds applying these principles. I eat carbs every day. Sometimes I fast. Sometimes I eat 6 times a day. Sometimes I eat 2 times a day. You know what I do? Feeling good. Right? Focus on feeling good. Lean body habits. You just want to turn into a big muscle lump machine? Go for it. I ain't hating on you. That sounds cool. That sounds fun. I tell you what, you'll probably be happier and feel better if you don't do it. But that's okay. I ain't going to judge you. If that's what you want to do, that's what makes you happy, go for it. You know? At the end of the day, you got to do what makes you happy. All right. Oh, man. So even for me, like right from the side right here, you can see I've lost weight and I still can't even do pull-ups and stuff, but you can see I still have some muscle development here. Does it look like I've lost a shenanigans, a lot of muscle? Not really. Most of the time what you lose is fluid, right? And I tell you guys, man, one thing I really enjoy the older I get, no joke, one of the things I really enjoy the older I get is control. Control and balance. Control and balance. Mm-hmm. Thanks for all the chats. Had some good energy, kept it coming. Now we're getting to the end. God bless you guys. Stay good. Oh, I thought there was only like one person left. Right. Yeah, guys, essentially what I try to show you is how I lost close to 100 pounds, but I'm more than just someone who tries to teach about health and wellness, man. I'm a life coach, a mindset coach. I teach music theory a little bit. Simply here for you guys, hanging out with you. Goal is to get monetized. This is a challenge to everybody who comes to my channel. Would you help me get monetized so I can get super chats? I'm about halfway there. All I ask is that you come in here, hang out with me, put a like, comment, hit the notification bell, go over some cool stuff. If you're not a freak or a robot, out of all due respect, and you want to join a community of like-minded people, my school platform's at the top. Come check me out. I'm doing some good stuff over there. Oh, I see this. Okie dokie. Oh, I can't wait till this muscle gets better in my back. Cannot wait. The most important thing you can invest in. It really is, guys. I don't know why people don't understand how important health and wellness is for their body. It blows my mind. It really does blow my mind. It blows my mind. Mm-hmm. Put it over here. We're getting ready to come to the end for real, for real. All right. Although, you know what would be really good right now? I'm thinking about whipping up a quick little protein pancake. That would be kind of fun. Protein pancake. Anybody want to see me make a protein waffle real quick? Want to learn how to make a protein waffle? Let me show you. Who wants to learn how to make a protein waffle? I am in a waffle mood. Let me show you how to make a protein waffle, dude. You ready for it? Watch this. Who wants to learn how to make a protein waffle? Anybody want to learn to make a waffle? All right, Toast Trucking. So first thing you do when you make a protein waffle, okay? Go get you one of these. This is an Oster, okay? What I like to do is I will get some almond flour, right? Now, when I make my protein waffles, I use these. All right. That's how you make a protein waffle. I'll show you. Very simple. All you do is take a couple of eggs, right? I like to use eggs. You take the eggs and you crack them. Egg, egg, 2 eggs, right? 2 eggs, eggs. Now here's the cool part. You take the eggs, and then I take almond flour. 2 tablespoons is about all you need, just a little bit. You can take a little bit of almond flour, all right? A little bit of almond flour. Makes sense so far? What we got? Now I want one. Cool. Okay. So I got a couple eggs, right? And I put some almond flour. That's pretty cool, right? Okay. Now, if you want to spice it up, you don't have to do this. But because I do a lot of like endurance work, I'm trying not to lose too much muscle, right? You don't really have to do it, but I like to take just a wee bit of protein. That tops it off. A half a scoop of this plus 2 eggs is like 30 grams. I try to eat 30 to 50 grams of protein every time I eat a little meal like this, and I already had some of the jerky. So essentially, I've got the egg and the protein. Now, I also am going to take some of this. This is the Hungry Jack pancake and waffle mix with chocolate chips. I put a little bit of that in there. Why? Because even though I'm into health and wellness, I don't believe that white flour and stuff is really as bad for you as people say if you just measure it. Like 80-90% of what I eat is clean. So I just take the almond flour and I mix a little bit of the Bisquick. Calorically, it's good. It's awesome. It falls within the range. I could use this. I have the BB2. You could use this. But anyways, so that's your batter. Okay, just to recap. 2 eggs, just like that. Very simple. I'm going to get a little screen record here. So guys, just to recap, just to make some of them protein waffles, we had that, which is really cool. Couple eggs. You can use the PB2 if you want. All right. You know, just so you know, thanks for everybody who came into the chat. Sounding good. Cut. Cool. I did a little screen share. So I have this going. That's the waffle. And now you need a liquid. So the egg is going to help it a little bit. So the couple of eggs, when you beat this, I use a fork. Now you can beat the eggs first. You can do this a lot. But basically, I like to get it into like a thick, powdery paste. And realistically, if you put this into PB2, you could take this and you could turn it into cookies. So this batter kind of works as cookie batter. It kind of does work, believe it or not. It don't work bad as cookie powder. It works as either cookies or pancakes or waffles. So now I take this. It's so big that when I try to grab this, I break it. So I like break it. Anyway, so I'll take a little bit of coconut in that, mix it, get that powder from clunky. You can turn this batter into rolled up protein cookies if you add some oats. You just put some parchment paper down, make these and roll them. Pretty good. I like to make a batter that can turn in. My batter can turn into a cookie, a protein, or a waffle. So it's a multifaceted batter. Why do I do that? Because I like sweets. I like protein. I like chocolates and snacks. So what I do is I make healthy versions of food. And it allows me to stay strong, and it allows me to stay lean, especially when I go get a pump. I look pretty good right now on my road to 10% body fat. Follow that journey here. You guys know I'm on the road to 10% body fat. But you see how the batter's like that? That's the batter. See that? So you got that. This is heated up. So now what do? Very simple. I take a little bit of oil. Imagine that. A little bit of oil. A little bit of oil, right? It's amazing I stay lean, huh? With all these extra calories. I know everybody's always like, oh, Chris, you did this. Oh, you did that. Oh, I forgot one of the most important things that I like to do. Sometimes I'll take the honey. Because I'll tell you guys, I don't think carbs make you fat, especially when you train as much as I do. I just eat good, healthy, whole foods. I have an idea of the kind of calories. As long as I take into account for the protein and the calories, I can pretty much figure out if I want to gain or lose weight. If I want to get bigger, I know how to train for it. If I want to get leaner, it's kind of cool, man. Not tooting my own horn, but it's kind of cool to understand that. All right, so here we go. That's in there. I'll take this, basically pop this, pop it in like this. There's the batter. Goes right in, just like that. Just like that. And then I close it. There we go. And then we have the setting here. I usually keep it right about medium or so. So that will be the first waffle. While that's going, we'll put this over here. All right, so the protein waffle is being made. So yeah, we're making the protein waffle, and I'm going to show you. It's probably done here in a couple minutes, and I'll show you, man. I love a good protein waffle, man. If you're anything like me and you train a lot, having like protein waffles and berries and bananas on hand, really good energy, man. And yeah, don't forget, like, carbs do not make you fat, guys. They don't. If you eat too many carbs, they'll make you fat. But that's with any natural, that's with any, I say natural, that's with any food group. You eat too much protein, too much fat, too much carbs, don't do it. Just eat a balanced diet and stay within the calorie amount. It's so easy, dude. Be like, well, who are you to say that? Well, I don't know. I'm a trainer. I lost 100 pounds doing that. So I helped my mom lose 100 pounds. I've helped other people lose weight. It's pretty simple. You just have to do it. Like, it's not as hard to lose weight and stuff as you guys think, man. I say you guys, people on the internet, as people say, not you guys, as people on the internet. It's not that hard to lose weight, dude. Like, from a understanding standpoint, it's pretty simple. What throws people off, why they can't lose weight, is they don't want to do it. The application. So this is the protein waffle, right? So let's see how this one turns out. See how this protein waffle turns out. Because I have recipes and stuff, but a lot of times the recipes I use, I end up winging them and stuff. So welcome to the chat. Just making some protein waffle. Why? Because I was hungry. Pretty simple. An ashwagandha gummy. Let's see. Yep. And then check that out. And it looks just like this. And I take it out. Wow. I do this. I hold it right here and wha-bam. So that is my homemade protein waffle. See my waffle? Protein waffle. Protein waffle. Just like that. Very good. So my protein waffle, it's pretty good. It's even got dark chocolate mixed in. This sucker got 35 grams of protein and it's moist. It's moist, baby. Why is it moist? Because I don't put too much protein and other stuff in it. I put a little bit of protein and I use egg and whole egg, so it keeps it kind of more moist. It's a little baking trick. All right, so put the batter in. All right. Let me get a screen share here. 3, 2, 1, go. So now I'm going to take this, spray it, put the rest of the batter in, just like that. Very simple. Very simple. Easy as that. Close. Boom. And then some of the extra batter here. A lot of people think it's gross, but I'll put the batter because it's got protein and cookie doughs and chocolates all in there. I use the extra batter as the top, and I mush them together into a giant waffle sandwich. So that kind of gives it like a protein creamy flavor. Look, It's got a little bit of raw eggs mixed in the batter, but at the end of the day, I get organic fresh eggs from a pretty good source. I don't think it's as bad for you as you think. I think Snickers bars are worse than that. So my batter's right there. Now, here's where you could get dirty if you were in a bulk. St. James, you were able to what? Oh, were you? Oh, sweet. Okay. That's what's up, dude. Let me go check. When did you get on? When did you get on, man? Say St. James. When did you go onto the platform? Have you made a profile? Oh, protein waffle. Sometimes the batter overspills the side a bit. I make big, thick waffles. St. James, welcome in. St. James, welcome in. I'm making protein waffle. My batter's hanging over the side, so I'm just cleaning it up. Yeah, I'm making some anabolic protein waffles is what I call them. Anabolic meaning just that they have protein powder in it. Nothing crazy. All right. So, cool. Nothing crazy. Just a normal dude making some food, making some yummy stuff. All right. Protein waffle and a couple eggs is always good. What we got? An account? Did you actually create an account and actually go on there? Because if so, I can go in the back office, right? Like I said, let me see. What's the account name? I just have to make sure. Saint Jason. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's right. I think so. 1 second. 1 second. All right. I saw you in there. Old man. You said old man, right? That's what's up. Nice new name. Thank you. Yeah. Kids Revival 777. Because of the Gaza and the Palestine and the Charlie Kirk 1776, you have no idea what kind of messages I got in my email. I thought the apocalypse was coming, dude. Jesus. So basically nothing has changed except this, guys. Mind, muscle, and music. When I'm online, I'm focusing on three things. Okay. I'm trying to get smarter. I'm making anabolic protein waffles. Okay, I've lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to stay muscular, right? I'm not freaky muscular, but I've lost 100 pounds. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm almost 40 and I'm an endurance athlete. And with the music, I got the piano over there. So, mind, muscle, and music. Putting on my damn shirt backwards because I'm like dyslexic, dude. I've literally put my shirt on backwards. Every time I put on a shirt, I literally look down and I'm like, why is this backwards? I got to break that cycle in my head. Anyways, nice new name. Thank you. Laugh out. Yeah, that's me, the old man. No, I'm just playing. No, Jason, very cool. So basically, dude, I'll give you a free little hint. In the school platform, I am going to drop some stuff for sale in the future. I'm working on a fitness app that literally, if you want a personal trainer that's customized in a training program from me and one of my friends who's a bodybuilder, Nicholas, he's in the school, you're going to be able to click in it, go to the app, and basically we'll train you through that. The school, obviously the app would cost a little bit of money because that's like our services, but just to be in the community, post questions. I'm going to have a live Q&A this Sunday for 30 minutes. Just look at the calendar, stay involved, and a lot of good stuff is working. Oh, man. Stop. I hate that. You know I hate that toes trucking. Ugh. Anyways, he does it because he thinks it's funny. Stay safe. Nice new name. Cool. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, the thing is, my goal is I'm a trainer. Yeah, dude, that's kind of what it is. But let me tell you this. So what I did today is I'm making a protein waffle. So if you want, I can run you through the recipe real quick. You can look back at the video later. But it's pretty simple, man. It's a couple eggs, right? I have an Oster right here. Very simple, just like an Oster, right? It literally gets hot and yeah, you know. So I'll take a good quality egg. I tell people buy better quality eggs before you buy a protein. Heat. Couple eggs. I took 2 eggs, right? Two eggs, and I cracked it in here, right? Then I took some almond flour, right? I mixed almond flour, which is this, some dark chocolate chips, and some Bisquick. Just a little bit within calorie and a scoop of protein. That's it, man. That and a coconut milk. A little bit of coconut milk, low fat. Mixed all that together, and essentially it makes a beautiful waffle like this. Now, hot, hot, hot is a beautiful protein waffle, right? So, hot. These are my protein waffles, right? So, there you go. That's batter. Boom. So 2 of these protein waffles. Now, what can you do with these? If you make them really crispy, in my backyard, that's where I get my eggs. Oh, there you go. Yep. If you have free range eggs and you have access to it, towing good. Yeah, free range is the way to go. Invest a little bit more money in a good egg, just because good eggs are so vital. You can put these in cubes or quarters. They're not so dry. They're actually pretty moist because I used the egg and just a little bit of protein powder, just a little bit. So to me, this is yummy enough that if I had it in a baggie, I could take it with me. And because it's got the dark chocolate and a little bit of honey, it's just sweet enough to kind of feel a craving. You could take like these in quarters. You can make them thick. See how this one's thicker and this one's softer? This one's better for travel and this one's better and softer. So there's your recipe right there, Mr. Jason Berry. So at its root, the only thing you need to understand when it comes to food and nutrition is this. Understand that if you have low glycogen, as in if your muscles are not full of glycogen, okay, you can eat carbs. You can eat carbs any time of the day as long as your muscles aren't going to overspill with glycogen. All right. And also, I do a lot of fasting and stuff from time to time because sometimes fasting is when I want to write my music in my piano. Fasting is one of my favorite things to do when I want mental clarity. Although fasting is not the best thing for muscle building, fasting and mental clarity do work. I'm always amazed at how much I get done when I eat less food. It's like the old saying, if you want to open up your chakras, you master what you put in your body. So me becoming my best version of myself, I try to master food. I try to master calisthenics. I try to master music. I try to master things. By master, learn. I try to think of it as conquering realms. What do we got here? Okay, that's what's up. Hey, thanks for stopping in, man. Cameron's here now. Very briefly, Cameron. I'm coming over 2 hours and 14. Welcome back, Mr. Porter. Hey, what's up, man? Shout out to my managing moderator, Cameron Porter. He's in the chat. Love that. Well, Cameron, basically, all I did, I just showed people how to make some protein waffles. Pretty basic. And realistically, if someone's on a budget and they don't have access to a lot, all you really need is egg and almond flour. really you only need 2 ingredients. You can spice it up, but at the end of the day, if you get almond flour and egg and you mix it into a batter, that's really all you need. Look, I have cookbooks that I've gone through. There's lots of ways to eat food. The less ingredients and the more simple you can make food when you're training, the simpler your life will be. Because if you like details and once you start understanding macronutrients, because like the calories are going to determine your weight, the macros are going to determine your composition, and the micros, they're going to determine your performance. So you need micronutrients for performance, calories for size, and macros for composition. That's the 3 phases of nutrition. Got back from a 3 rain 3 hours in the rain? You were walking 3 hours in the rain? Damn. Okay. Did you do that out of necessity for survival? Or did you do that out of the pursuance of embracing the suck? Were you trying to embrace the suck by doing hard things? Or was it out of necessity? That's my question. So, protein waffle. That's breakfast. That or smoothie. Protein waffle. All right. And then I also made this, which is another protein waffle. But what I do is I mix it with coconut, raspberry, and banana, and I drizzle it with honey. So I'm a big believer in complex carbohydrates and eating based on how you feel. I've been training for a long time. I've lost 100 pounds. A trainer. Yep, it's midnight. Draw what you want to draw, man. Seek approval for others for your art. Talking to myself on that one. What should you draw? You should draw what you think is drawn. Oh, it muted? Maybe briefly. Okay. Guys, I'll teach you something about, cool. Just so you guys know, adaptogenics. If you're into it, KSM 66, that's a form of ashwagandha. This root reduces cortisol and produces a healthy response to stress. So if you find yourself stressing out, get you on some ashwagandha. I really recommend it. Ashwagandha, not too bad. But also creatine, man. Most people are really low in creatine dosages. If you're pushing your body or your brain and you need more output, you need to use creatine. Creatine's the truth, man. Mm-hmm. You got to get your micronutrients, adaptogenics and stuff. It's back. So Cameron, I hope you had a good day. Cameron, just so you know, I'm pretty close to experimenting with a free trial with some software. I'm going to pilot a few people to use and then train them from online and use them as like test pilots, if you will. I think I may have access to that free trial really soon. Once I get access to that, I'm going to put it in the chat. Some people are going to be able to have access, like you, Cameron, you're part of my leaderboard. I think I'm going to be able to do it where you get to go in, you don't have to pay for anything, and I basically am going to probably train you for being on my leaderboard, put you into a body in the best shape of your life, right? I'm going to train you. I'm going to have you as an experiment to post in the school platform as we talked. With the free version, when I upgrade, I'm going to try to go white label. Once I go white label, it's a little bit tricky, but I think I'm going to have it in the store where it's a branded app. In the community, that community is going to basically be, how do I say this? I want that community to remain free, and there will be a VIP section that I can upgrade in the future. But eventually, people are going to want training. I want to create a bunch of people that get customized training at certain price points, more cost effective, consumer aggregate you guys online. Either A, you can be part of the community and pay per month, or you could use the fitness app. So I'm still working on revenue streams with it. But the main thing is I need people that once I can send the app to, they can go inside, build a profile, and I feel comfortable with it. So it's going to be a risk, but I think it's going to pay off, especially if I continue to train people in person and flow them in there. You know, it's all about the habit tracking and just getting into the best shape of your life. Doesn't mean you're going to build the most muscle. Doesn't mean you're going to build the most endurance. It's just getting you to, you know, physically and mentally feel strong, vibrant, talk about nutrition, and it's a habit tracker. I believe all this can be accomplished inside of one app. Then when people like Mr. Jerry and other these people come in, because Cameron was on top of my leaderboard. Yeah. We'll make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. I'm also wanting more people on getting meetings like JMP, and then we had another guy here named Alonzo. I know him from in person. He is in the community too. Lots of people are reaching out. Lots of people want to be trained. Lots of people are buying in to what I'm trying to sell. I am selling 20 years of knowledge of training people, life coaching, helping people through suicide, music therapy. At the end of the day, the Lean Body Habits is going to be the ultimate self-help improvement tool to get you to the next phase of life. Yes, we're about training and health, but there's also the mindset and the ability to have the self-confidence. So, you know, I had an idea of making confidence conditioning, but Lean Body Habits just kind of has this cool thing going. But I am now talking garbage and gibberish because I've been online now for about 156 minutes. I played music, I did food, I screamed, I shouted, we had a good time. Monday, Tuesday, up. So in the future, what's going to happen is we're going to have a few weeks to stream. Mid-November, I'm probably going to shift my stream schedule to either Sundays and Mondays, Saturdays and Sundays on the weekend,
or midday, because this commercial gym is going to take a lot of work for us to build. And even though I've kind of sold my soul a little bit, not literally, I've kind of sold my soul a little bit to the corporation. They're giving me a lot of, they're giving me a good agreement to use this facility. And there's a lot of money. I think this gym could net 1.2 million a year, which could be good. So, you could basically, as a trainer here, selling these programs and training people, it's not bad. I think there's $10,000. I think there's ways to make like $10,000 a month in personal training if you do it right. So $10,000 a month training people in person. Every person that I train, I'm going to funnel them to the school. If they ever leave anywhere, every person I train is going to be in that community, and I'm going to be able to offer standalone services for an entire network with a branded fitness app with my logo in the gym, and I customize all the workouts, habit tracker, all that good stuff. In a sense, I'm just going to be an accountability coach and given knowledge for that. So not only will we be able to stream, because I'm going to be in the head shed, I'm going to have keys, access. I'm going to have massage therapies and stuff. I'm going to have state-of-the-art equipment. I'm going to be able to get some professional footage, and I have a little editor that I'll be able to slightly edit some stuff, and I'll be able to go live when I have my clients. I already got 4 or 5 clients lined up there. So with those clients there, you got to think, I'm going to tell clients, hey, can I get some footage? Toes Trucking, thanks for coming in. We're about to end it. Thank you for everyone that voted. 9 votes, 89% of you guys like my music, so thank you. Now it is time to go to bed, because so they tell me you can't stay up till midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning every day and make it work. Bull crap! Here's the thing, guys. Did you know if you eat less toxic-filled food, you don't need to sleep as much? I read an article the other day. The more you need sleep, the more toxins you have in your body, unless you're an extreme athlete. Sometimes extreme athletes just need repair and recover, but that's something to understand. Good night, Cameron. Always good to see you. Thank you. God bless. And road to 10% body fat and